Hi, I'm DJ Rad Key, and welcome to what is now my 35th vlog. It's Sunday, July 29th, 2018. No school today at the Scratch Academy, so it's Sunday Fun Day, where every Sunday I kind of pick a topic and we kind of roll with it. Today it's a topic that's definitely underexplored and not a lot of people talk about, is tipping a DJ. Tipping a DJ. So today's little vlog will encompass talk about tipping a DJ, but it's inspired by a story from Friday night that I really want to share. It happened at the office in Delray. My boy Johnny Doe was DJing. To give a little small backstory is that it's managed very well ran place. Manager's name is Dennis. He's very active in the lighting, and he definitely has a knack for, I feel, how a club operates and runs. He definitely does a very good job on that end. They convert from what is a restaurant to a nightclub very fast. Johnny's up and running. He's always active by the DJ booth. So he was in a good mood. I could just tell. He had a good energy. And he comes up to Johnny and requests Camel Fat, but he can't think of the name of the song, right? Now, this is the manager. This is the guy in charge of the night. To me, as a DJ, man, that's like the most important guy in the building. That's a guy, maybe that's not the guy signing your check, but he's important, and he's active, and he seems pretty cool. So I kind of am minding my own business. I stepped out for a minute, still kind of listening to Johnny play, step back in. At that same time, this group of girls walk up, and it's later in the night. It's like 1:40-ish time. There's enough for maybe 6-7 songs left in the night, you know? So that's why the manager's kind of up, making his own little request. Hey, you got this song, I can't figure out what it is. At the same time, this girl walks up with a group of girls. Cute girl. She was in an unbelievable mood. She was just boisterous, and she was so passionate about making a request. And again, like I said before, it's always great to hold up your phone and say, here's the song. So she was, as the manager's talking to Johnny, this group of girls comes up. She's got phone shown to Johnny. And I could tell Johnny was kind of overwhelmed. And I'm letting his Johnny do his thing, of course, but I wanted to step in and help. And this is where I get to the tipping part comes in. So I hear Camel Fat. The manager can't think of the name. I'm thinking it's Cola. I'm hoping it's Cola. Because I know if Johnny has Camel Fat, he might have Cola, but I know he doesn't have anything else. Like, Camel Fat has got some awesome stuff. I know Johnny's musical database isn't super deep. I think I only have like 2 Camel Fats. So I hope it's Cola. So I step in and I'm like, oh, is it Cola? He's like, no, it's the brand new one. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, Johnny doesn't have a brand new Camel Fat song, right? So as Johnny's like kind of looking up Camel Fat, he's also dealing with this like girl in a super good mood. And it's like she's so happy and she so wants to talk to the DJ, but she's like in a whole different universe. And I want to be like, listen, we've got a super important request. This dude. So she kind of feels the energy from me and both Johnny as in like, you need to chill out, girl. So she steps away from the DJ booth, and her and the girls are doing their thing right by the DJ booth. They're just having a great time. But she keeps on looking over at Johnny. Again, wanders up to Johnny as Johnny's trying to figure out this Camel Fat song. He has it. Boom, it's up. It's the next song. The manager is like, oh, you have it? And Johnny's like, yeah, I know. I saw what he's doing. He just downloaded it off Franchise. So shout out to Franchise Records for having Camel Fat the solution, which is a great song. And so Dennis is happy. He's like, sweet, play the whole thing out. It's like a 7.5-minute song. So to cut it short, it's kind of a little bit of like, well, I played it, bro. So he's got 7.5 minutes. I look at Johnny, he looks at me, and I'm like, okay. And I still don't know what's going on with this group of girls. So this girl walks back up, is talking to Johnny again. And again, I'm just like, okay, cool, we got the Camel Fat song in, it's next. Now what does this girl need? She's super passionate about music and dancing, and she's just like, wants to hear this song. I can't wait to hear what song this is going to play. And does Johnny even have it, you know? So, like, I look over, he's got the next song loaded, I can't see what it is, and he's looking up a Whitney Houston song, too. I Want to Dance with Somebody, but it's I Wanna Dance. So he's struggling with, like, want to. She's holding up her phone, she's still dancing, almost knocking over his laptop. At least the manager's happy, their group of girls are happy, but this girl wants to hear a certain song. I cannot wait to hear it, because this girl's going to lose her mind when he plays it. And I look over, I'm like, do you have what she wants? He's like, yeah, what's up with this Whitney Houston song? I'm kind of typing it in. The song's about to drop, whatever. Boom. $20. Johnny gets paid. The girl's like, play it now. He's like, all right, cool. He plays it. It's a song he didn't want to play. $20 comes out of her purse. Play the song and walks away. Johnny, right after that, gets the manager's song out of the way and like maybe cuts it 30 seconds short. That $20 bill, we both looked at it. He looks at me. He's like, all right, I'm playing the song. Boom. So $20 bought this girl's song. The song was Walking on Broken Glass by Annie Lennox. Walking on Broken Glass. And he had a great version, and it had a redrum. And a redrum's like an additional drum layered onto the original song. It was a little bit heavier because that's a tough song to play. And I'm not going to start editing sound in this vlog. You can look it up, Walking on Broken Glass. It's a cool song, but it's tough to play coming out of this real heavy EDM, like 125 beats per minute vibe. He mixed it perfect. The manager's happy. This chick's happy. He hands me the 20, like, we did good. And I'm like, yes, this is why being a DJ is awesome. It wasn't even about the money. It was the fact that 4 people pulled this off, and everybody's happy. This group of girls, when that song hit, this girl was dancing so hard, her top popped up. And Johnny tapped me on the shoulder and was like, look it, I got her boobs out. Literally was dancing so hard, her top flipped open, and she didn't even care. Her friends didn't care because they were just like, wow, this DJ's on fire. So pan on back to Johnny, pan on back to this girl's wardrobe, these girls, whoever they were. I knew it was a song that was going to be tough to play. Because Johnny, I could tell by his body and his energy, he didn't want to play it. But I'm like, I hope he does play it. I hope he has it because this girl was so big. So back to tipping a DJ, there's the different scenarios. Like, if the song is within a genre, and it's a good song, and you walk up, and it's somewhat of a popular song, and it's appropriate at the time, then I don't feel like you really need to tip. Like, I don't expect a tip. A tip would be cool, but I don't expect a tip. So like the big 3 would be like staying in genre. So if like I'm in a really good like old school hip hop mix and you want to hear some, like, you come up and you're like, dude, I just want to hear some Usher. I got you. If I'm this old school hip hop mix and you're like, dude, I want to hear some Florida Georgia Line, I'd stop, I'd pause, and I'd be like, I got nothing wrong with Florida Georgia Line. It's just not where I'm at right now. That would be my exact quote. If they're like $20, I would be like, I cannot wait to play that song. If he gave me $1, I'd be like, just because he was like at least being somewhat generous. And in between $1 and $5, $10, $20, I think is the deal breaker. Like if it's a horrible song, I might be like, dude, it's a really tough song, but $20, that's a chunk of money. That's gas, that's a half a tank of gas. So that's kind of how a tip would work as far as tipping a DJ in a small bar. Now, if it's like a nightclub where a DJ's getting paid a lot more money, and I think another thing that separates that is that the 2 things that separate the tipping scale for DJ would be the size of the size of the venue combined with the accessibility to the DJ booth. If it's a 1,000-person venue and the DJ booth is away or up, to go up there and like make a request, like you must have a bold request or some money or some reason. Like, just if you're just some random dude that wants to hear like Kanye West Yikes and goes to the DJ booth and you're like, hey, Mr. DJ who's making $200 an hour, can you play Kanye West Yikes? It's just that's not how it's done. But if it's a place like The Office or a place like Rocco's or any smaller venue where the DJ booth's accessible and there's not over like a couple hundred people, and you walk up and you want to hear a song that's realistic, like again, the big 3, staying in genre, current popularity of song, and appropriateness at the time. We'll look at, like, let's say Drake, 8 out of 10. Okay, so 8 out of 10 is a cool song. If it was early in the night at a nightclub and you walked up and you're like, hey, I'm friends with the security guy, he's my boy, dude, 8 out of 10 is my song. If you gave the dude $1, I think he'd look at you and be like, dude, you're a joke. But if you gave like Johnny or me playing a small venue $1 and it's early in the night, like, dude, can you play it? That's cool. It's $1. That's cool. It's not an insult. But if it was like prime time, I'm rocking it. It's 1 o'clock and you want to hear some like, a little bit of Jenny from the Block, I'd be like, I like the song. It's just the wrong time. But if it's 8 o'clock and I'm going a little old school and you come up with $1, yeah, I'll play Jenny from the Block. So again, I don't really have to tip. You don't have to tip. It's just a nice thing. And this is small scale. Again, I wouldn't tip a big time DJ $1. But again, if you're walking by, you've just tipped the bartender $1 for a Corona, why not tip the DJ $1 if you want to hear a song? It's just something nice. It's an added little touch. And let's say like also you're like hosting an event and you booked a DJ and maybe it's like you owe the DJ $300. An extra $20 goes a long way. That's super cool, especially if you did a good job. If you did a good job, even though $20, let's say you tip 30 just to make the math easy. Let's say you booked a DJ for $300 at the end of the night. You're making a checkout, you have cash, and you're like, all right, I did a good job. A 10% tip would be like bad at a restaurant, but that's great for a DJ, I feel. Like, if somebody gave me extra, don't really, like, give me 5 extra. That's almost like, well, you paid me 305, but, like, an extra $20 is pretty cool. So just something to think about if you are a DJ. Appreciate it if they do give you extra. Don't be insulted if someone gives you $1 and it's early in the night. If somebody throws out a 20 and it's the right time, the right place, and you're feeling it like this girl was, go for it. So that's my advice on tipping, taking tips, and handling a night. Again, my name is DJ Rad Key. Be good. Make some friends. Say hi to strangers. And as always, peace.